everyone. Welcome to the Skyy Lounge. Of course, you guys know this is the Next Level Podcast, and I will be your host this evening. My name is Lily. Joining me soon is the very beautiful, most talented Mayhrenate. She's going to talk about her latest EP, Plush, plus so much more of what she has going on. So, can't wait to get my girl in here, and we're going to get it on and popping. Hey, beautiful.
Hi, beautiful. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. If I sound a little crazy, it's allergies, pollen. Got me sounding like 5 octaves lower, but
it's okay.
We're here.
Yes, and you look great. You look.
Thank you. So do you. I love this hair. You was talking about the natural hair. It's a journey.
Yes, but I'm loving your style.
Thank you. These faux locks. It's the boho faux lock situation. You know, crochet, easy, out the way.
You did it. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna hit you up because I know you. I know. Yes. Okay.
I got you.
All right, well, everyone, welcome to Next Level Podcast. Of course, we're in the Skyy Lounge with the most beautiful, talented, and correct me if I'm saying it incorrect. Mayhrenate.
Think of the sauce, like a sauce. Mayhrenate.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Great. So, before we get into all the questions, we like to play an icebreaker game. You know, loosen up the room.
Okay.
Train a little bit. So for this one, it's called Finish the Sentence. And this is where I will say a sentence and you just have to finish it. So we'll do 3 of them.
Okay.
So for the first one, if you could sing with any legend, dead or alive, who would it be?
Oh, Stevie Wonder.
Okay, that's a good choice.
Stevie Wonder.
Why? I just am curious to know why.
I'm such a fan of his music and his writing. He's one of like the best songwriters of all time. So if I had to say alive, I'm gonna say Stevie. But if I had to say not alive, I'm gonna say Michael. It's Michael. I think it's like no explanation. He's the greatest.
Gotcha. Okay. So then the second question.
Okay.
When you first heard your song on Apple Music, your reaction was?
It was like, oh shit. Okay. I'm on Apple Music. Cool.
Right.
Cool. It really didn't hit me until probably the week after. I was on such like a high, and it didn't hit me until it was like, wow, you're on Apple Music. Good job. Good job, kid.
Okay, so the last one. Before you ready to take singing seriously, you never knew what about the industry?
Ooh, I never knew how much you needed to know about the business. And it sounds like cliche, you should know about it, but there's a lot more than just the surface of the main things, like make sure you get a good deal and things like that. There's so many more layers that I just wasn't aware of, that we all artists just need to know and tap in, at least have the verbiage and know what the terms mean.
Right. Understandable. Okay, well, that was fun.
Yes.
Now we're gonna get into the questions.
Right.
So first of all, congratulations on your latest EP.
Thank you.
Can you tell us more about it? What is the story? What's the story behind the name of the title? Like, where did it all come from?
Yes. So, in regards to the project, I linked up with a producer named Gourty Maxx. We linked up during the whole 2020 pandemic. I think we were all in the space of like, I need to work. I need to do something. And a singing app that was booming at the time allowed us to cross paths. So that's how we just started creating. It wasn't really for Plush at the time. It was just to make music and just to let our creative juices flow and not just sit in the house bored, going crazy, not knowing what's going to happen next.
Right.
And out of that, we got these songs, obviously, between myself, and I linked up with another songwriter named Bree, amazing singer-songwriter, and then one of my closest friends, Suede. As far as the title, Plush, it was more of the feeling. It was like, what does this feel like? What kind of vibe is it creating? And Plush to me it's like a blanket. It feels warm. It feels good. It's expensive feeling. It feels good on the skin, high quality. So that's how the title Plush came. There's no actual story line with it, but the feeling that you get when you listen to it, I hope, is a feeling of a nice, warm, expensive blanket.
That. I like that. And it fits the vibe.
Thank you.
Definitely fits the vibe. And since you already mentioned Gourty Maxx, Grammy nominated producer, what was that like working with him, just being in his presence?
So we didn't create any of the songs in person.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, that's the gotcha. Everything was created through FaceTime and just vibing, over the phone. We hadn't created nothing in person, even till this day we haven't. So I do not know what that is even going to sound like or able to create in the same space.
Right.
But it was really natural. It was just like, it didn't feel like I was working with like the Grammy nominated. It was just like, I get you, you get me, we vibe. It just worked. It just worked. Yeah, it felt like we knew each other. We've been working together before prior.
I'm over here like, I can't wait till y'all get in the studio because it's gonna be on a whole nother level.
A different level, absolutely.
Correct. Okay, so speaking about the success of the EP, it was also a part of Apple Music's top 10 new releases in R&B, and 2 singles were placed on their new and R&B playlist. So, congratulations! Of course, that's huge.
Thank you.
Act when you found out about this accomplishment. Like, did you go and figure this out yourself, or did someone bring it to your attention?
So, Clubhouse. Shout out to Clubhouse. Clubhouse has been the plug. I got on the app probably later than many when it first started, but at the time it was like December, like either end of November, around that time. And I got on the app and they had all these like different like music executive rooms and like playing music. And I was like, you know what? I have nothing to do right now. So why not? Like I waited in the room for a minute in some rooms, just like for hours, just listen to other talent. And I played my music and I played Baby It's You, because that was what currently was out at the time. I dropped that in October and they loved it. And one of the guys in the room, Walter, he works with Apple Music. I didn't know that at the time. He was just like, hey, DM me your music. And I was like, sure, And shout out to Walter, shout out to Apple Music. He literally just, off the strength of just supporting artists, independent artists, pushing R&B, giving us a platform like that, you know what I mean? That, people that's been in the game for a long time have not been able to be on that platform. I'm super thankful. So yeah, Walter is the guy. His Instagram is Live the Biz, LIV, the Biz. Amazing. So he been supporting me and just, he all he did was say, here's an artist, and they loved it. And between that and God and a prayer, it's done.
And that is just so beautiful. I was literally sitting over here thinking like your work ethic, your determination, your creativity, everything is just so beautiful to see. And you're just so passionate about it. And I know like with your industry, my industry, pretty much everyone's industry, it takes one person to get you, to that point. So what do you feel like, because we know you're destined for greatness, but what do you feel like is going to get you that big opportunity or just that one yes to take your career to the next level and get, the recognition and the love? You get it now, but more deserve.
Well, I feel like I'm just getting started, honestly. I've been singing forever. Like that's been my passion, but 2020 was like the year that I was able to plant some seeds and just take a risk and a leap of faith. And now I feel like I'm just getting started, honestly. I feel like I'm new in the game, which is a good feeling.
Yeah.
Like I have so much to show people and like people like, okay, they heard Plush, cool. But it's just this much of who I am as an artist, as a writer, as a vocal arranger. So, I feel like now it just takes more people like Walter, people that, I feel like he's one of the GOATs in my eyes because he took a chance on someone. A lot of people in those positions, whether it's with DSPs, whether it's with labels, they're really hesitant, you know what I'm saying, to take those chances. And there's so many amazing independent artists out here really doing this, you know what I'm saying, along with myself. So it just takes more people like him in those positions, whether it's a DJ at a radio station, whether it's, it could be anybody, someone who's a manager for an artist, like, hey, I know this person. So I think that's just, takes more people like him that's going to get me to the next level. At this point, I think it's just, we're always one hit away. I think that's really what it is. You're just one hit away from having that moment. And it's all about the timing. So I feel like I don't know what's going to be that thing that's going to get me to the next level. I feel like where I'm at now, I'm in a really great creative space. So it could be a song for myself, a song for an artist, arrangement for an artist. You know what I mean? I have my hands in different areas in the industry. So it's just, I feel a matter of time.
That's, I love the positivity.
Thank
Beautiful.
you.
I see you also dropped some merch.
Yeah.
So is there still some available? Like, how can people get their hands on that?
Yes, so I have the Plush merch available. This is the first rollout. There'll be some more things because it's getting a little hot
Right.
across, the country. But if you go to the link in my bio, you'll see the Plush merch store. And I have t-shirts, I got some hoodies, I got a cute mug. I'm a tea lover, or if you love some coffee, got a mug. Yeah, so that's the first installment, but I'm gonna have a few more things and different designs dropping in the next month or so.
Okay, fun. So I see that as obviously it's part of your brand, but I feel like it's also like a little hustle. You know what I'm saying? More income. So how has your hustle changed since, being an independent artist during this pandemic?
I'm wearing about 20 hats right now. You can't see them, but I got one here, there's one on my shoulder. I'm wearing a lot of hats.
Yes. Yes.
And I feel like 2020 for me has just shown me that I have nothing to lose. Granted, it's very stressful. It is not easy. Anybody who's independent watching this, it is hard. It is extremely hard. You do not know what's next. There's no stability right now, but I'm just trusting my gifts. I'm trusting that, at this point, I'm thankful for Plush and for Clubhouse and just different things that have come since the project, because I have more eyes on me now. That's even more of a push. Like, okay, cool. I got specific eyes on me. I have even people who are in the industry that just really want to support me. So it's like, I got to keep going. I got to keep running. I got to keep moving. I have no reason to stop now. And 2020 showed me, if anything, like, just keep moving and really don't stop because when the world stops, like, you really have to keep going. We all had to kind of figure it out, even though we didn't really know what's going to happen next, which is the same thing now. We don't have a really clear idea of, it's like we kind of open, but we not. Are we free? But are we, but either way, it's like eventually things will be back in a new normal type of space. And, I got to make sure I'm prepared, staying ready. So when that time comes, I can at least say, okay, you know what? The past year, 2 years, now I have something to show you guys.
Right. Okay, so I want you to walk us through your most challenging experience, but then also talk about your most enjoyable experience, being in the industry, a singer, an independent artist.
One of my most challenging experiences, I would have to say it's a compilation of things, but in the past, the most difficult thing was people not knowing enough at the time about like the industry and like how I should represent myself in a room. Okay. And people just taking advantage. It's like, okay, we know she can sing, but she could write too. And she can arrange. So just using me for vocals and using me to write and like never getting anything out of it. Super discouraging. It's like, okay, I'm writing, but the situations themselves weren't even anything promising. I learned a lot out of that, of course. But in the moment, it was just like, it's like I'm going nowhere fast. Like I am just doing the same thing. I'm not really feeling fulfilled. It doesn't even feel like fun because I'm not getting anything out of this. It's just stuff that I don't want to write this kind of music. It was just a weird space. And I kind of went from back to back situations like that. So that was probably the most discouraging at the moment. The most fulfilling moment, it would have to be, well, there's two. One of the moments is my mom's reaction. She's just so proud. Mm-hmm. Like, she's so proud. I feel like I'm not a parent, but I can imagine what that feels like to, like, I've been singing since I was literally 4, literally. Mm-hmm. I have, like, videos of me just doing stuff. So it's her reaction, her joy, and, like, just, like, I'm proud of you. That makes me feel good. When a parent says they're proud, it's like, oh, that touches the heart. It's like, okay, I'm doing, Right. Yeah. And then outside of that, it's just people that I know have either way more experience in the industry, not even just singers, just experience in this game, who have worked with the top of the top, whether it's in any field, that are like just praising the project. And for me, it's just like, that feels good. I feel like we all, your friends hyping you up. That's always good. That's a good feeling because that's your team. But I expect y'all to rock with me a little bit. It's the ones that do not know me, have never met me before, heard my name on my face, and they're like, okay, you got next, or like, or they just notice the little nuances that I've added, and they see that, you know, things that I've just done on my own, and they're like, okay, I see you, and they respect me, you know what I mean? So that's a really good feeling.
Yeah, it's definitely encouraging, you know, when
Yeah.
the people who come before you or, you know, experience
Mm-hmm.
talent and they see the potential, it
Yeah,
all lets you on the right track. So
exactly.
definitely attest to that. Now, speaking of, you know, you say you've been singing since you were 4, but you were also a child actress. So do you see yourself getting back into acting anytime soon, or is that just something in the past?
No, I definitely want to get back into acting. I came back down here in Atlanta summer of 2019.
Okay.
I decided to come back down here. I'm originally from New York, but I came back down, and that's one of the things on my list. It was like, all right, you know what? I got to get away from just New York. I love my city, but I want a different scenery.
Mhm.
Be music, and then I'm like acting. You know, I want to get back into that. I want to, you know, people have only seen me as Tamika in the School of Rock, so I want them to see me in a different light. All they know is Tamika.
Yeah.
So it'd be great to, you know, get my toes back a little wet in that industry. Of course, once things start
Yeah.
opening up a little bit.
Agreed. Agreed.
Yeah.
And, you know, speaking of other different career paths, have you ever considered doing a podcast or voiceovers? Because I'm sure I can speak for everyone when I say that your voice is so soothing. It's just so comforting. So have you ever thought about, you know, like even venturing into that industry?
You know, I have. I've really thought about doing. I want to do a podcast for the longest, and I was like, "Girl, what you want to talk about?" I like to talk, but I'm like, "What are you? What's your agenda?" So
Uh-huh.
that was on my list. But then I always thought about, you know, like MC Light, how
Mhm.
she's like the something like that would be really cool. If I can like snag a gig where like maybe
Right.
every year, you know, like I'm the voice for certain things. It could be for commercials. Like I would love to do voiceovers, another level of acting. You know what I mean? But that'll be cool. So I definitely want to use my voice in more ways than just singing. The more like I speak, the more I'm getting that feedback, and I'm like, okay, I guess I gotta start. I gotta look into that some more.
Look at Ebony on here. She said, yes, New York accent creeping through.
You
It's
already know.
subtle, but you, I'm like, oh my God, your voice. So,
Thank you.
you know, it never hurts to have multiple streams of income. So,
Hello. I think we all have to. I don't care whether you're in the industry or not. I don't. No millionaire has one job.
correct. So, okay, so are you working on any new music or are you just solely focusing on pushing your EP Plush?
So while promoting Plush, I do have some other things in store that I'll kind of give a little sneak peek to. So I do have, I am dropping a video for Crown this month.
Lit.
So Crown has a nice little video coming out. I'm excited about that. My very first video ever. So
Wow.
that'll be coming out this month. And then I'm also going to be doing something live, acoustic, very soon too. And then I'm also releasing again some new merch. And I have a press-on plush collection dropping. So we got some press-ons for the girls. My
Yeah.
nails look crazy right now because I'm leaving them free for my photo shoot. But I got some really cute bomb press-ons that I collab with a black owned business. Her name is Casey Nails, Quesadilla Nails, bomb. So that'll be coming soon as well. And yeah, working on part 2. There is a Plush 2 in
Yeah.
the work. So there's definitely more music, of
Yeah.
course. Since the release of Plush, I just have so many good things happening. So just trying to, you know, drop little things here and there until Plush 2 is available and ready for y'all to hear.
That's exciting. So have you already filmed the video or you plan on filming it this month?
For Crown?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Crown is done. It's dropping this month.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We shot it in March, so
Okay.
it's gonna be dropping very soon. It's at the finish line, so I'm excited to actually just give you guys a video this month.
Yeah.
There'll be no shooting. That it's done. Thank goodness.
I can't wait to see it then.
Yes.
So many may not know that you are multi-talented, and you know, my first encounter with you was on set. You honeys assisting with hair, makeup, wardrobe. I'm like, who is this beauty? Background, I hear you singing too. I'm like, oh, she can sing.
Ah.
But you're great when it comes to beauty. So is that another love that you want to pursue professionally, or is it just for fun? Yeah, I mean, because you already mentioned the nail collection, but like, can you see yourself tapping into makeup or just other, aspects of beauty?
Yeah, well, I would love to be a face for a brand first. Like, I would love to be a face for Fenty, if you're out there.
Okay.
Robin, my girl, call me, you know? But I would love to be a face for a beauty brand first and foremost. I worked in the makeup industry for a pretty long time. I was a manager for the company for a minute. So I've been doing makeup. It was almost just like another creative outlet. I didn't like always want to do makeup. It just was like, okay, this is a job that I can do that doesn't feel like I'm working because I'm doing makeup.
Right.
It's a win-win. So that's kind of got into that industry. But and now that's what pays my studio time and my bills, doing makeup on the side. Now that I'm back in Atlanta, picking up more clients, and some of them are actual other artists. I have a lot more artists than I do have everyday girls, which is crazy because I'm like, you're an artist? I'm like, and you're doing makeup? And I'm like, yeah, I got bills.
Right.
In this industry, although it's a roller coaster, it's a roller coaster, and we don't know what's next. Like you said, I'm one hit away, but I'm not at that hit just yet. So makeup is something fun for me, though. I would love to eventually down the road, once I have time to focus on that, have my own makeup or definitely skincare line. For sure, skincare. I'm big on skin and glowing, healthy skin. So something like that I want to get my hands on for sure.
Love it. Love it. Okay, well, before I let you go, because we got a few more people coming into this Skyy Lounge.
Yes.
Let us know where you see your career in the next 5 years, and how everyone can follow you, keep up with you, and support you.
So in the next 5 years, sounds like so close, honestly. I'm like, wow, 5 is right around the corner. Right. The next 5 years, I see myself not only, I say established. Established is the word I want to put out there. I think established. I'm learning just from other people's stories. You come in doing one thing and you're in the industry doing something else the next year. And the next year after that, something else. So established in the industry, in the music industry, whether that ends up being songwriting, you know what I mean? Whether it's, I don't have a couple albums in, I just feel like I'm going to be established and known and respected by the ones that I respect and that I've, just been inspired by. So that's why I see myself in 5 years in the industry, established. And follow me, please, of course, on literally every streaming platform, social platform. It's the same name. It's Mayhrenate. It's spelled a little crazy, but walk with me. It's Mayhrenate. And if you can't remember how to say it, just think of the sauce. Think of like a marinade, a nice little sauce you're going to put on something so it tastes real good. But I'm one. Say it again.
Where did this name come from?
Well, my real name is Miriam.
Okay.
And a lot of my friends call me Mare for short. And I'm like, I don't want to use my real name as my artist name. And I don't want to use Mare because M-A-R-E just it don't sound too cute or look cute. Not for me. So yeah, I just came up with Mayhrenate. I'm like, what's cool and weird and fun? I thought about John Mayer. That John Mayer. And Hustle wasn't here saying he named me. Hustle did not name me. Oh, Lord. Shout out to Hustle Simmons. Shout out to DH. But yes, Mayhrenate is something I just thought of. And John Mayer, his name has an interesting spelling. And I was like, how can I make that kind of work with my name? Yeah. And that's how I kind of put it together. So yeah, Instagram, Twitter, Clubhouse, YouTube. I'm on Apple, Tidal, Spotify, like anything you could think of, type in Mayhrenate, I'm going to pop right up.
Love it. Love it. Well, I appreciate you, fully supporting you. I'm so proud of you. That's forever.
Thank you.
Up the great work. We're supporting you over here, and I can't wait to see what you have in the near future. So
no, definitely. Thank you so much. Thank you to Skyy Media. You guys are amazing. Thank you for having me, giving me this platform, and other artists as well. I think it's really dope what you all are doing there. And I'm excited. I'll keep y'all posted on what stuff starts to drop and all of that.
Yeah. Music, stream her music. And until next time, my love, you take
You too.